Welcome to your Building Wealth era, brought to you by your Starter Home Society duo. Um, your homeownership case begins with us, and this is brought to you by Motto Mortgage, Amy Childs.
Hello, everybody.
She is your mortgage maven. And then myself, Amelia Vondrus with Remax Signature. And we are your dedicated Sherlock Holmes duo to investigate every single detail, uncover every opportunity, and solve the mysteries of first time home buying so that you can step in confidently to your new home. Keys closed.
Yes, very much so. And then we'll actually go through a couple slides here with you. That's just the basic home buying steps that you will have to take. And if you have any questions during this, feel free to go ahead and write them down so that you have them saved for when we have our phone conversation.
Awesome. Let's jump right into the why home ownership matters. So, number one, it is going to build equity. When you stop paying rent and start building wealth with your monthly payment on your mortgage, that's going to you, not to someone that you're renting from. And on average, based on current statistics, a homeowner has about $400,000 in more equity and wealth than someone who rents. So huge value there. And even if it's your first home, say you purchase it for $150,000, that is going to get you in the door, and you can build equity in it, sell it, and move on, move up to your next home. So it's a great place to start. It has great tax benefits, so you can deduct your mortgage interest and your property taxes to save you money annually. Offers you stability and freedom so that you can create a stable foundation for your family while personalizing your own space. You don't have to ask permission unless you have HOA. We'll go into that, but you'll know the rules before you sign on the dotted line. So, and then, of course, long-term wealth. So real estate appreciates and builds generational wealth over time. So, again, setting that up for your family, your children. You can buy, sell, move up, gives you lots of opportunity there. And just a quick overview of your home buying journey. So, Freddie Max proves an 8-step process which makes homeownership achievable. So the first thing is you need to know what you can afford. With Amy and I, we will review your income, your expenses, and your savings so that we can set a budget that is giving you quality of life. You're living within your means, but you have everything that you need. You can, save, be building a 401k or whatever it is, aside from also owning a home and building equity there. So we'll want to plan your down payments. So you will show you and help you understand the upfront costs and assistance options available. Sometimes, in a lot of cases, you don't end up having to bring anything to closing because you may qualify for programs that can help you with that. And we'll go into that when we have that one-on-one conversation. And then, of course, you want to build your team. So connect with trusted real estate agents and lenders who know what they're doing. We stay ahead of the game with what's going on in the market and the lending world and the financing world. And we are here to be your experts, so you don't have to worry about anything. We will take you every step of the way. And then before we begin that home buying journey, we need to get your pre-approval. So you're going to apply for your loan, and that will help strengthen our offer whenever we do find the perfect home for you. So Amy's going to go into further details on how you get pre-approved.
Hello. So basically, pre-approval is almost your first step. It's considered one of your first steps once you realize what your payment is and what your budget is. And again, that is for a reason that you want to get pre-approved before you start home shopping because it does better your offer. It does let you know what you can and can't afford if you want to go up in a price or down in a price. It also lets us know what down payment assistance program you may qualify for. So those are the items that you learn when you become pre-approved. So when you complete your purchase, once we have your pre-approval, you're going to find the right home. And then you're going to make your offer because you're now pre-approved, and your offer will go to the front of the table over someone that's just pre-qualified. Then you will have an inspection and an appraisal time frame and an underwriting time frame to where all of that is being reviewed by the underwriter, making sure the value of the home is there, making sure the income is there. And then we will go to closing date where you have your keys and you're able to move in. So it does seem like it's simple steps. It does sometimes take anywhere from 35 to 45 days to close. But we are here for you during that time frame. So any questions that you have, we update you. I usually send out a weekly update and say, this is where everybody is at. This is what we might still need. That way, everybody is on point and knows where we're at in the process. All right, mortgage options that work. So there are multiple loan types. You have a conventional loan. That is where you're putting down anywhere from 3 to 20% down payment with flexible terms and competitive rates. This one also lets your MI insurance go off at 80% loan to value. We'll go into that a little bit more when we have our phone conversation. Your FHA loan is just 3% down with easier credit requirements. So FHA is a little bit easier on debt to income and on credit, but they do have MI insurance that never goes away. So we'll go over those options with you and you can see which one works best. Now, if you are a veteran, we do have VA loans that will do 0% down. And then you also have the USDA loan. This is mainly for homes that are in a rural area, country area, things like that. So if the home that you're looking at qualifies for USDA, that option is out there. Now, going to talk about your down payment assistance programs. We're going to talk about a couple of these here. There are a lot of them out there that we can look into. There are different guidelines with the down payment assistance programs that are different from your loan guidelines. So we can go over that once we see which one you qualify for. The Florida SHIP program, if you are a Volusia County resident, you qualify for the SHIP program. That could be down payment assistance money up to $75,000 if you qualify. So you get down payment assistance, closing cost help, and it is for your lower income buyers or couples or people that have been priced out of the market due to the home prices. So we will go over that and see if you qualify for that program. We also have Florida bond programs. These are 30-year fixed rates. This can go up to $10,000. It's a percentage of the loan amount, so it can vary. So that one is another option. Going over your credit. So these are the items, credit health essentials. These are the items that help you purchase your home and receive your loan. Okay. Your target score for FHA is 585 to 620. For conventional, they want 620 or above scores. So that's where sometimes your FHA, your first time home buyers side of that does come in and it helps you out as a first time home buyer. Your credit, you want to monitor that regularly. Just make sure that there is nothing on there that is showing a late payment. There wasn't a late payment. You want to monitor that regularly. And then you also want to avoid new credit. So if you say you've just gotten a raise and you're like, okay, I feel I can afford a home now, don't go buy the car first before the home. Don't go out and max out the credit card. Say, okay, I want to buy a home. I need to wait just a minute and let's get this first. And then we can start doing those items. That way you qualify for more of a home so that your debt to income is in line. Common questions. Now, again, this is going to circle back to that beginning to where if you have any questions while we are going through this that you would like to ask, please write them down and we'll go over them in the phone call that we have with you. How long does buying take? Normally, it's 30 to 60 days, depending on what programs you go through. If the homeowner that is selling the home needs time to move out of the home. So there's some variations there. So 30 to 60 days. Can you buy with student loans? Yes, you can. Now, if they are deferred, There is a certain percentage that we do have to charge and show a payment, but we can go over that once we have your file started. Fresh college graduate. Yes, you can absolutely buy a home with no job history. What we use is your college history. So we would ask for your transcripts and then your offer letter from your job that you have now. That's the items that we would ask for. And how much money do I need up front? So there's a lot of myths to this one. And it's really going to depend on the program that you qualify for, what your budget needs are. So you can go anywhere from 3% to 20% down. We have some other programs that are 100% FHA. It's just really going to depend on what you qualify for, which is where we start with that application and why we start that first and then start looking at homes.
Yeah. So the best next step from here is to schedule that one-on-one consultation with Amy and I, and we will go through all the information we just discussed and give you a plan. We like to say, and I'm going to steal it from Amy, it's not no, it's when.
Yeah.
So we will, get you started. If you're ready now, that's fantastic. And in fact, we give that news to people all the time and they are completely surprised. And maybe you're only, 30 days, 60 days out, maybe it's 6 months. Either way, we're going to give you the tools and guidance that you need to move forward into that homeownership journey. And so, yeah, we are here whenever you need us. Please reach out. We will be following up with you and giving you, our tools, our resources. But, most important of all, we're always here whenever you're ready.
So have a blessed day, and we will have some options for you.
Thank you. This message is brought to you by your Starter Home Society with Amelia Vondrus of Remax Signature and Amy Childs of Motto Mortgage.